Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway, and in the driveway is a nice way.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Gene Edwards. You are watching Lubed. This is my game review for October the 22nd, 2022. The Oilers, playing host to the St. Louis Blues, fall short by a count of 2-0. Well, actually, it was basically 1-0. They managed to cap a empty net goal towards the end of the game, and that was it. This game was a 1-goal game, and it happened to be a penalty on Leon Draisaitl 5 minutes into the first period that allowed St. Louis Blues to take this 1-0 lead and get the game-winning goal. So it was over 5 minutes into the game, essentially. But it was a very entertaining game, very tight checking game. But St. Louis played the Edmonton Oilers the way you're supposed to play the Oilers. They didn't give McDavid space. They didn't give Draisaitl space. They didn't give any of the factors space. It was just very well played on their part, and you got to give them props. You guys might be wondering why I'm wearing a Kelowna Rockets jersey. This happens to be a Leon Draisaitl Kelowna Rockets jersey. The name's on the back, but I'm not going to turn around to show you. You're just going to have to believe me. And this was his... or the jersey that he wore when he was a Kelowna Rocket, in 2015, I think it was, 2016, something like that. So I thought, while I'm waiting for the royal blue to come in, I thought, why not use this jersey today? So it has no relevance to the Oilers outcome or anything. It was just something I thought I would try to wear. So let's get into the X factor of tonight's game.
I'm an Oiler, always be an Oiler. I'm Edmonton as hell, you can tell by the aura. I'm Gretzky in the copper and blue jersey. Student in the streets and learn to adapt.
Okay, so as you can see, St. Louis was defensively stingy. So were the Oilers, though. If I'm giving an honest assessment, the Oilers were very stingy too. That's why it was only a 1-goal game. Positionally sound, this was a chess match, essentially. There was no underlining issues, poor goaltending, poor plays, that caused this outcome. The St. Louis Blues were very disciplined, holding themselves to only one penalty. And the Oilers couldn't muster up anything on that power play because they were squeezing the Oilers out of the zone so much. And Edmonton, wow. Edmonton was perfect in this game. Got the shutout. Perfect. And that's not to say Jack Campbell had a poor game. Jack Campbell ended up the game with a plus 950 save percentage. So, nothing wrong with that. It's just a 1-goal difference in a very tight checking game that happened 5 minutes into the game, and the remaining of the 55 minutes, the Edmonton Oilers could not find the point to get them to even. And that's just the way it wound up. Sometimes these games happen. I don't think the Oilers necessarily I don't think by any means they played a horrible game. And I don't think they played a great game either, to be honest. Because they just weren't able to get the tape-to-tape passes. I think that would be one thing that I could criticize them about. They're still having kind of that October kind of haze where they're not crisp on their passes. But Jack Campbell in the second period made an amazing save. It was, like I said, it was a well-played game for the St. Louis Blues, and that was your outcome. So next up for your Edmonton Oilers is, I believe, Tuesday night, where they take on Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins. Another McDavid matchup with Crosby. These are going to be starting to become few and in between as Crosby is winding down his career in the next maybe 4 or 5 years. So it's a treat for you guys if you happen to go out there and see this. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you today. I'll make sure to check in on my game or my news, notes, and previews that I'm going to release tomorrow. I actually will have some statistical information for you to give you on my game previews for next week. So we'll go with that. And until then, stay healthy, stay happy, stay hydrated. We'll talk soon.
Bleeding from the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing, so cold. Behold, frostbite, they feeling. I could tear you apart.